And hello, everyone. This is Catherine Storing here, your fashion stylist and confidence building coach. And funny enough, we have Coach Keisha, who is the confidence coach. Hi, Keisha.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. I am so excited to talk to you today because we have so much in common. And we were just commenting earlier that we did not even plan it, and we have both our big hair out, and we are
Yes,
wearing pink.
yes, big hair and pink. That's how you got to rock
That's right.
it.
That's right. I don't think I would have it any other way.
Yes.
That is awesome. So it's funny how, I was asking you, so what do you call yourself? And you were saying, the confidence coach, and I am the confidence building coach. And I just feel like what we do is so similar and different at the same time. So before we get into what you do, can you tell me a little bit of your journey and how you got right before Confidence University?
Yeah. So it's been kind of a long journey. Growing up, my teenage years, I actually struggled with self-esteem and confidence, and probably whenever I was about 15 and 16. And I remember the pain and the struggle that I went through. And I also remember feeling like I couldn't talk to anybody about it. And I literally hid it with a big smile on my face. Nobody knew that I was struggling. And because I had poor self esteem, I made really bad decisions because of it, my teenage years. And so I remembered that pain. And then whenever I became an adult, I was a school teacher and a school guidance counselor. And I started to notice that there was a lot of little girls coming through the door that were just like me. They were also struggling with the same kind of peer pressure, the same kind of body image issues, the same kind of self esteem issues, and they weren't telling anybody. And so that's whenever I really decided that, enough is enough. Somebody's got to be there for these girls. Somebody's got to start a program, start some type of service that gives them an outlet to not only talk about this stuff, but also guides them in the right direction, because now girls have so much more pressure, than we did. And the internet and social media wasn't around,
Yeah.
back in our day. So it's even worse, than it was back in our day. It's worse now. So that's kind of, God just led me into this. So, I went through it, and then I was able to turn my pain into my passion. And I started a self-esteem organization for girls called Pearl Girls 10 years ago. And just started hosting workshops for girls and like big empowerment events. And from those events, the moms were like, hey, I want you to work with my daughter one-on-one, or hey, I want you to come speak at my church or speak at the school. And so that's kind of what branched off to me being Coach Keisha. And so now I do coach girls one-on-one, and I also offer group coaching and mother-daughter coaching, because a lot of times whenever girls are going through issues like peer pressure, bullying, any kind of self-esteem issues, they're also having communication issues with mom.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so I work with them both on just building that communication. I help mom understand what it's like being a teen today. Why is social media so important? Why are her friends so important? Why doesn't she talk to you that much anymore? We go through all of that stuff. And then we also bond. We help them bond, because you want them to bond before she goes off to college. And so that's, the ultimate goal is to prepare her to leave a legacy, go off to college, make an impact on this world and leave a legacy, but to also maintain that close relationship with her mom.
That
So,
is, that's awesome. It's funny because you were saying, as you were talking, I'm finding so many more similarities with you and I. Because the reason why I became a confidence building coach is because I had zero confidence. And you at least were smiling and you were trying to hide it. I didn't even know how to smile. I had no idea how to do that.
oh
So
wow.
I always tell people that I was my first client, and it sounds like you were yourself, your first client. And because you went
Yeah,
through that, to that pain, I think you were at the right place at the right time because you knew what it looked like. You knew what to look for in those girls, right?
yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then just from my years of being an educator, I've literally heard it all, from girls. I know what's up, as they say. So they feel really comfortable talking to me and, telling me, what's going on social media or how they're feeling about their body or what's going on. And so, like I've just got kind of this God-given instinct to connect with them at a soul level and just to really meet them where they're at and then help them grow from there.
Yeah, the funny thing is that sometimes many times we resent what we have gone through, not realizing that that is our training ground. And the reason that we go through that is because we develop this sensitivity that we wouldn't have otherwise if we have had a perfect childhood, if there is something. So I think once we are on the other side, then we can actually appreciate it. But in the meantime, while we're going through that, it's really difficult to say, hey, I'm glad I'm going through something very difficult right now, you know?
Yeah, it's really difficult. You don't see it in that moment, you know, and that's actually one of the things that I teach the girls, you know, after you go through something, because you're going to go through something, you're going to make a mistake. Nobody's perfect. You know, after you go through it, it's important to look and see, okay, what kind of lessons can I learn from this and how can I grow from it? And so as long as you're able to do that, then you're a winner, you know, and if even if you failed, whatever, as long as you're able to grow from it, you're still a winner.
Exactly. As long as you only fail when you stop trying. If you continue to try, you haven't failed because you're not finished yet. And that's what people have to realize. So let me ask you a question. When was that defining moment and that you realized, okay, I need to start my foundation. I need to start my company now as opposed to later?
The defining moment. I'm not sure if there was one. I'm honestly not sure if there was one moment. I can say that the last year that I was a school counselor, I did notice that it was kind of a daily routine. Every day, a girl would come in with an issue, and it was a serious issue, like self-injury, you know, cutting, or bullying, or a possible pregnancy,
Wow.
or being abused by a boy, or grades just suffering and just intentionally holding back, not even trying, just no work ethic at all. So some serious issues that can affect the rest of their life. You know, these are the kind of issues that can potentially lead to bankruptcy, you know, one day, or divorce one day, or, you know, all sorts of things. So I started to notice a pattern. Like I was like, okay, every day somebody's coming in with a pretty serious issue here. So something has to be done. And so that's whenever I decided that I needed to start something
There you
for
go.
it.
And I love that you were in that situation. You were seeing those issues, and you said something has to be done. And you didn't say someone has to do something. You decided, hey, I know exactly what that pain feels like. I'm gonna be that someone and do it. And stepping out, it's not like, I don't know if you want to share a little bit about that. Stepping out, it's not like you decide to open your business and people line up to give you money.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. It's definitely not. I mean, going from being an educator, you know, a school teacher and a school counselor, I don't have a business background at all, you know, so um, I did not know how to run a business. I had to take a lot of courses and I had to learn how to run a business. And so being a business owner and doing all of this full time is new for me, but it's also extremely fulfilling, and I definitely feel like I'm definitely walking in my purpose, you know, and I can finally say that, wow, God, you know, that's why I went through that. You know, that's why I really did struggle my teenage years, and that's why I was able to help that girl, you know, 2 years ago go through that, so that I can now help this girl, or, you know, just
Right.
different things like that. I'm able to piece all the puzzle pieces together, and it's just so amazing how God has just really ordered my steps. And I just feel really blessed, honestly, to be able to even work with the girls and their moms. I just feel like it's just really a huge blessing to be able to touch their lives.
Absolutely. I think it's a privilege. I think it's a privilege to be able to say, hey, it's something very powerful when you can say, I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah.
And then they might look at you and see your life put together, and you're very attractive and you have a successful business, and like, what do you know? And then when you are able to allow yourself to be vulnerable and share, well, actually, this happened to me. that happened to me, and I'm still here. Because you were sharing that you didn't have a business background. You were very educated in another field, but not in the business field. But that still was not a deterrent. And I think that's what really speaks volume of your dedication, because you had a troubled childhood in teenage years, and you still decided, you know what, I can do something. And then
Mhm.
not only can I do something for myself, I'm going to do something for others as well. So I just want to commend you for doing this amazing work and do it while looking so fabulous at the same time.
Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I
You're
mean
very
that in itself, requires some
yes.
confidence. And that in itself does require, everybody has a confidence roller coaster. Nobody wakes up every day and feels like I'm the bomb every single day. Nobody does that. Like there's gonna be days whenever you're gonna have to pump yourself up. You're gonna have to tell yourself some affirmations. You're gonna have to, tell yourself some power thoughts. You're gonna have to write in your journal and go back to that positive thinking. And so me stepping out and becoming this entrepreneur was a huge milestone in my life. And it was definitely a big confidence milestone too, because it took a lot of confidence. Depending on me, it took a lot of faith in myself and faith in
Right.
God. So yeah, this is a whole nother level of
Right.
confidence
Yeah,
now.
it's also how you step out trying to help other people, and at the end you end up helping yourself as well, because being an entrepreneur, you have to go to events, how we met a couple of years ago in an event, and you
Yeah.
have to stand out and you have to talk to people that you haven't met before, and people are going to come to you and ask you questions. What do you do? Who you are? And that requires you to be comfortable kind of
Yeah.
selling yourself. And that's something that it's a skill that business helps you develop as well. So it's just really awesome. So what has happened since you have stepped out? Some amazing things, and I just want you to go here and brag a little bit about yourself. What has happened since you went out and decided to open your business?
Well, let's see. Gosh, God has just been opening doors. I just got back from Arizona. I was speaking at a girls' conference. I met some awesome, awesome young ladies this past weekend at a girls' conference, and man, they just shared some amazing stories with me on just, a lot of those girls had made some mistakes, and they shared some stories with me on how they're learning from their mistakes and they're setting some goals for their future. And I was so moved by their ambition and their determination to just go after it and go after their goals and dreams. It was beautiful. So that was a big event. Today I was contacted by a major magazine to possibly speak at their upcoming girls conference and speak
Woo,
with
that's
them. Yeah,
awesome.
I know. Fingers crossed for the confirmation. I'm
But honey,
totally
even this right now, it's a huge success.
to
At
even be
this moment,
contacted.
yeah, just
Yeah.
to be contacted
Yeah.
out of the thousands of people that they could have contacted. So right now, I just want you to
That's right.
celebrate that,
Just
because it's
celebrate
huge.
that. That's
Celebrate
right.
that. You are already a winner. Already.
That's right.
No matter what
Yeah.
happens. Because you know what happens? Sometimes they say no, or they say, it's not a fit right now. And then God goes and does his ninja God thing in the
Yeah.
background, and somebody gets sick. Somebody always gets sick. And that's why I always tell people, wherever you go, be on time and dress to impress. Because you never know if you have to step up for somebody else. And
Mhm.
there's a conference that I'm going in December, and I wanted to speak, and I sent my information. They said, "Oh, we don't have anything. We're booked." And I'm like, "That's okay. I'm gonna go there in full
Yeah.
expectancy that something's gonna happen. I'm gonna be prepared, and I'm gonna show up. And you never know. You never know. So I think it's
Mhm.
awesome to say, "Hey, I didn't get that yet, but it's coming."
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you just speak it into existence. So, yeah, you're right. I'm going to be featured in the magazine and
Yes,
I'm
you are.
going to be speaking
Yes,
at
you
that
are.
conference.
Absolutely.
You're very right.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
And I think you have a book out as
I
well.
do. Yes, I wrote a book. It's called The Inner Beauty Secrets.
Awesome.
And it's geared towards grade pre-K to third grade, and it's all about inner beauty. It teaches kids their character, responsibility, trust, respect, and just it basically teaches them that beauty comes from the heart. And it flips the script on all the messages that the media sends them about how your body is supposed to be, how your hair is supposed to be, how skinny you're supposed to be, things
Mm.
like that. The book is the total opposite of that, and it talks about how giving you're supposed to be and how trustworthy and honest.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Where can they find your book?
they can get it on my website at www.coachkeisha.com or on amazon.com.
And what was the name of the other book again?
It's The Inner Beauty Secret.
The Inner Beauty Secret. Awesome. I love the name. And I think you have something coming out today as
Thank
well, right?
you. Thank you. I do. I'm launching Confident Girl University. Confident
Oh,
Girl
that's
University.
awesome. Woo-hoo! Awesome.
Yay. Yes. So I'm so excited. Confident Girl University is an online group coaching program for girls in middle school and high school. And it's a leadership and self-esteem development program. And we are going to take girls on a self-esteem journey that gears them and gets them ready for college and for the rest of their life, for them accomplishing their dreams. So for 8 weeks, girls are going to get group coaching lessons, video lessons, worksheets, checklists. I mean, they are going to be doing some serious, intense work, and they're going to see some real-time results for 8 weeks. And they're going to be starting on their college success plan right now. That's in middle school.
I love that. I love that. So where can they go? Where can my viewers go and read and get more information about this amazing 8-week program?
Awesome. They can go to confidentgirluniversity.com. So that's www.confidentgirluniversity.com. And my website is www.coachkeisha.com. So www.coachkeisha.com.
That is awesome. And I love that the actual DAD URL was available. That's really cool. ConfidentGirlUniversity.com. That is awesome. Keisha, I just want to commend you for what you're doing, for being obedient to your calling, because that's another aspect of being confident, because you are asked to step out in a very, very big way, and people are going to be looking at you when you're on stage. All eyes are on you. So just the fact that you're doing that and putting yourself out there and doing this amazing work that somebody else could be doing, right? But you knew that you have been prepared and called to do it. I just couldn't be prouder of you, and so excited about everything that's happening, the book, the magazine, this amazing program that's coming out today. I'm so excited about it. So again, you can go to confidentgirluniversity.com or coachkeisha.com and get all the information. I am going to be having it also on this video so they can have it handy. And a final thought to those girls and moms that are watching right now, what would you tell them? Maybe they're struggling and maybe they need a little bit of a boost. What would you tell them?
Okay. I would tell them that there is so much greatness within you that you don't even know, girls. Like, don't even think about the social media drama. Don't even think about boys. Don't think about that bully that's been bothering you. Leave all of that alone and let's just focus on you. When was the last time you focused on you? Okay, that's what we're going to be doing in Confident Girl University. We're going to be focused on you, your goals, your future. What do you like to do? What are your passions? What are you good at? Okay, and we're going to build your self-esteem up. And I'm telling you, the world better watch out because there's so much greatness within you.
That is awesome.
It is just going to come out. It's going to be fierce.
It's going to be fierce. I love it. I love the work that you're doing. I love that it goes right in par with the work that I do, that inside out beauty. And you are your brand, and you are a beautiful woman inside and out. And I just know that you're going to be so successful. And I cannot wait until the day that we can be on stage together and helping that's right, girls and women. You have the girls, I have the women, helping them to be successful and be confident. Because when we're confident, there are no limits. We can do and go after anything.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. Confident girls rock.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. I just wish you every success. Thank you for taking the time to talk to my viewers. And it's not going to be the last time that we see you here on Style TV. Thank you so much for your time. And guys, make sure that you go to confidentgirluniversity.com or coachkeisha.com if you want your girl to have an amazing, confident, and a success plan, like you call it. I think that's awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on an episode of Style TV. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.